Hello, and thank you for giving us another opportunity to spend some time with you on Stairway to Health, brought to you by Health Experts Canada. We've got some great ideas, new information, and hopefully a few laughs for you today. Who knows, if you're not careful, you may learn something.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Stairway to Health podcast. I'm your host, Frank Peary, and I'm here with
Marilyn Mitchell.
Marilyn. Today, I want to talk about something that, people have so many questions about the foundations of functional wellness. They're always asking us, what are the four phases? What are the foundations of functional wellness? So, and I mean, they're right to ask because obviously it's what we talk about quite a bit. So today I wanted to clarify some of these phases and help people understand just exactly what are the foundations of functional wellness.
Okay.
So they understand a little bit more about what we teach. So there are four phases,
Right.
Okay, of functional wellness. They are focus, frame, function, and future or future self.
Okay.
Okay. So there you have it, your four phases.
Got it.
So what does each phase encompass, or what do they mean to the average person, and what impact do they have on a person's future health and well-being or reaching levels of optimal health and wellness? Focus.
Number one. So really what it's all about is focusing on you yourself, stopping, taking a minute, breathing and thinking about what it is you're doing right now, day to day, in the moment. So I like to use the phrase, it's that 50,000 foot view of you and your life right now. It has you stop to think about what it is you're doing every day. And most of us don't.
No.
Most of us just function on an automatic pilot. We get up at the same time. We go down. We do the same things. You put the coffee on. We all do that. Look at how many of us go to the grocery store and half the time don't make a list because we buy the same things all the time.
Absolutely right. And focus is all about just that. It's about creating a mindset that has you think more, give you that clarity over what you're doing now and what might need to change in order for you to reach levels of optimal health.
I think, too, that a lot of us know what we want, but we never focus on how to get it.
Exactly.
We just keep saying, well, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. This is how much I want to weigh. This is what I want to look like. But we never focus on how we're going to achieve that.
How we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what focus is all about. It's about giving you, it's why we created the whole mindset success program, right? To teach people and give them the ability to train their thinking on what it is they do day to day.
Yep.
And what they have to change.
Yeah, it's just that we don't take the time.
No, we don't. So it's about pausing, right?
Pausing to focus.
Pausing to focus. So the second phase in foundational functional wellness is frame. Now, it really does mean what it says.
Frame.
Okay. It's about framing how you're going to get that level of optimal health that you're craving, whether it's weight loss, whether it's more energy, whether it's, better sleep, whatever it is that you're trying to combat, if it's heart disease, if it's diabetes, you have to frame out how you're going to solve the problem. And in the frame phase, it really is about understanding nutrition, understanding supplementation, understanding body movement, and that health and wellness trifecta. It's critical for people to really make the changes necessary in order to get to that level they're looking for.
But isn't this where there's so much confusion?
Oh, tons of confusion. Yeah. What do you say? You don't know what you don't know?
Well, that's it. So many people don't know to ask a question because they don't know that that's the question they need to ask.
That's it. Exactly.
And there's so much. We are bombarded in this world between social media and then the televisions and the radio and our neighbors and our friends who are, they're doing all their research, as they call it. And everybody has all of this knowledge.
years ago, we'd have to get a smidgen of knowledge by getting our shoes on, walking to the library, using our card, looking up something. We don't have to do that now.
No,
Because
now we
right
just
now
talk
we-
to our smart home.
That's right. And it comes up, we ask it all these questions and they answer. But that doesn't narrow down what I need.
That's right. Everybody's individual.
That's
everybody's unique. And everybody's challenges with their own personal state of health is their own. It's their own challenges. My challenges aren't yours aren't mine.
That's right.
Right? It's very different for everybody. So you cannot use such vague and general and marketed information that we're bombarded with every day, unless you know foundationally what the truth is. So when we talk about the 5 foundational food and beverage categories, when we talk about things like the 6 foundational pillars of nutritional supplementation, there are people out there who could be taking way more than 6 supplements, and at what cost or for what purpose?
I was going to say, why are they doing that?
Or there are people out there taking far less than 6 supplements a day or none at all, and don't understand why they're unable to reach that level of health that they're craving or looking for. So this frame section really is about framing out what you need as an individual and understanding the different components that go into making up your optimally healthy life.
Right. And our bodies are different. What we need to eat is different. Like you say, our dietary needs are all different, depending on your age, your activity levels, everything. So all of those questions have to be asked and answered properly for the individual to know how to frame that particular step.
You're absolutely right. So the 3rd phase is function. Now, in the function phase, it really is, again, so much about the word itself. How does one function with all of their newfound knowledge and their possibly newfound health and wellness program for themselves, their new lifestyle that they've chosen to live? How do they function in a society where stress levels are through the roof, where they have to combat that whole idea of social responsibility with friends, family, going out for dinners, attending family parties and get-togethers? And how do you exist in today's day and age?
Well, not only that, but how do they function with their ideals of what they want to be and how they want to feel, and then turn around and still have to take the kids to hockey or dance or, have dinner on the table at a certain time, and the kids won't eat that, so they have to make something different. It's very difficult.
But there are steps.
Absolutely.
There are steps to help you understand how to combat stress. There are steps to help you understand how to function with social responsibility. And once you understand those concepts, I think it makes life much easier to stay committed to the healthy lifestyle plan that you've chosen for yourself, or that you've worked through with yourself.
What I found, and it's something you found over the years, but to me, it makes me smile, is if I choose not to, let's say, have potatoes, breads, rice, or something for a period of time because I want to be a little more healthy in my choices, and I have to go out either to a restaurant or to a friend's house. And when I get offered one of the things that I'm choosing not to have and politely say, "Oh, no, thank you," nobody listens to you.
It does not compute.
I was at a restaurant just the other night, and somebody who I didn't know, it was a waitress. She's being paid to bring me things that I order. And she asked me if I wanted rice, potatoes, whatever. And I said, "Oh, no, thank you. That I don't want." "Well, we make a wonderful, this potato." And I think I told her 3 times, "No, thank you." And she just, so to be having to learn how to function in those situations, besides just saying, "Oh, just give me all the French fries." And because you just, you give
maintaining
up.
that level of personal resolve, right? This is what you've chosen for yourself. This is the path that you're on. This is what you want to achieve. And how do you stick to it?
It's hard. We have to learn that.
We have to learn it. It's very important. So then the 4th phase really does focus on future self.
And again, it sounds exactly like or means exactly like what it sounds like. How do you maintain all of this momentum that you build up, that you create for yourself, that you have figured out by this point? How do you maintain it moving forward? How do you age well? What are the secrets to aging well? How do you maintain what you've just started for yourself and live it to your best ability?
And don't you think that fourth phase is sometimes the hardest?
Most
Because,
definitely.
you know, we all have a head full of steam when we start anything. I mean, look at us on New Year's Eve saying, oh, well, tomorrow, as of tomorrow, New Year's Day, I'm going to do this. Look at the gym memberships that go through the roof for the first week in January. I mean, all of those things, people have the best intentions.
Right.
And what do we have to do to maintain that enthusiasm and put our perspectives in order to go forward?
Well, I think you just hit the nail on the head. It's really about perspective. I mean, people start their journeys with us as health coaches for a specific purpose and reason.
Mhm.
They're obviously unhappy with something with respect to their health, and they're not comfortable or satisfied with continuing to feel the way they're feeling. And so they're looking for success, but they're looking at, most people want that success to last long term. If people truly understood that future phase of, you know, the foundations of functional wellness, I'm sure that the weight loss industry would have a thing to say about it, because realistically,
Absolutely.
they thrive on the yo-yo concept.
Yeah.
People get on board with something, they last for a short period of time, and they fall right off again. But here's the thing: if you know what you should be doing from the onset, if you slowly work yourself through these 4 phases of foundational functional wellness, then my guess is you're not going to have as much difficulty sticking to the chosen lifestyle plan, right?
Especially if
Long-term.
it's tailored to you.
To you, the individual.
Because it's not the same for everybody.
That's right.
Like I said earlier, our stages in life, our preferences, our lifestyles, they're all different. So one article, a page long in a weekly magazine, is not tailored for everyone. So of course you can do that idea for a day, maybe 2, but then that's not you. You're not feeling the best. You're tired of it. You start to substitute. Well, I don't like broccoli, and it says I have to have a half a cup, so I think I'm going to have cream corn instead because I like that. I mean, it's just, the whole thing is just wrong.
It is.
You know?
It is. It's very wrong the way it's set up in society. And I think you simply have to integrate some of these strategies slowly, one step at a time. And most people do that by finding a proper support system, right? Whether it be health coaches like you and I, whether it be some type of friend or family member that really understands what it is you're trying to do. You need support when trying to
Absolutely.
make big drastic changes like this
You do.
and sticking to them. But I hope we've clarified it a little bit for the listener, for the audience, for the person out there, because we do get asked all the time, what are the 4 phases? What are the foundations of functional wellness? And there you have it, folks. Focus, frame, function, and future self. That's really what we teach, and that's really what it's all about. I think once you grasp those concepts, life gets a lot easier in terms of reaching your ultimate goals, hitting your targets. And that's all the time we have for today. So I'm Frank Peary.
And I'm Marilyn Mitchell. And until next time, remember, health equals wealth. So that's all the time we have today, but there's still so much more to talk about and learn. Head over to healthexpertscanada.com for more ideas on healthy living. And don't forget to like, download, and share this podcast with your friends, just for the health of it.